Welcome and thanks for joining us at EMII.com. I'm Remy Hook for your Capital Markets Report. Today is Tuesday, July 15, 2008. Toll Holdings Ltd plans to spin off its stake in Virgin Blue Holdings Ltd, Australia's second biggest airline. This according to Bloomberg News. Toll, Australia's largest freight hauler, will distribute most of its 62% stake in Virgin Blue to shareholders. Richard Branson's Virgin Group Ltd, which started the carrier, will keep its 25.5% stake, making it the airline's biggest holder. The spin-off comes 3 months after Toll scrapped a sale of the stake, which has slumped 66% since being acquired in a 2006 takeover of Patrick Corp. Virgin Blue slashed profit forecasts and cut routes after jet fuel prices doubled over the past 12 months. Airlines may report their worst year since 2003 as fuel costs surge and as economies slow. The Brisbane-based carrier said in a statement that Toll climbed 3% to $6.57 at the close in Sydney. Its stakeholders will get one Virgin Blue share for every share held. And in more capital markets news, InBev will buy Anheuser-Busch for $52 billion. The maker of Budweiser beer's run of 156 years as a family business will come to an end. This according to Bloomberg News. The $70 a share transaction ends a month of court fights and public denunciations as InBev tried to acquire the St. Louis-based beer makeover in a hostile takeover. Leuven, Belgium-based InBev lifted its initial offer by 7.7% and agreed to rename itself Anheuser-Busch InBev, according to the brewers. InBev now faces the task of persuading local labor leaders, politicians, and customers to support the combination. The Belgian company will overtake SAB Miller as the world's largest beer maker by volume. The bid follows SAB Miller's agreement to combine its U.S. businesses with Molson Coors Brewing Company. InBev CEO Carlos Brito will become the combined company's CEO, and August Busch IV and another current or former director of the U.S. company will join the board. And in other capital markets news, Polish chemical maker Kedzierzin's IPO could top $226 million. The Deputy Treasury Minister said that this would make it one of this year's largest listings in Warsaw. This according to Reuters. The Polish Deputy Treasury Minister Zuk said that Kedzierzyn is on track to debut by the end of this year, despite the disastrous listing of state-controlled peer Tarno ATTP. The $135 million Tarno listing had to be saved by two state-controlled companies, which bought a majority of the shares offered, giving them 15% of the capital. Zuk told reporters, quote, "If we're talking about attracting foreign investors, the offer should exceed $225.6 million. And in more capital markets news, Banco Santander is set to acquire troubled UK mortgage lender Alliance and Leicester for £1.26 billion. This comes after turning it down when the price was higher. This according to Bloomberg News. Alliance and Leicester rose as much as 54% after Santander said it will provide £1 billion of capital in the takeover of Leicester. Santander said in a statement the all-stock offer of 299 pence a share amounts to 317 pence or 1.33 billion sterling, including the half-year dividend. Emilio Botin, 73, is buying Alliance and Leicester after making at least $60 billion of acquisitions from Brazil to Mexico since he became Santander chairman in 1985. Botin said on February 7th the bank wouldn't bid for Alliance and Leicester after looking at its books earlier this year. Santander plans to reduce British assets by as much as £30 billion as it combines Abbey and Alliance and Leicester amidst the worst housing market in more than 15 years. Alliance and Leicester rose 98.5 pence to 370.75 pence at noon in London, valuing the bank at £1.34 billion and paring this year's decline to 50%. The price Santander offered today in the 3-for-1 stock swap is 46% below UK lender's price of 588 pence on February 7th. And that rounds out today's Capital Markets Report. Thanks for joining us on EMII.com. For more details on these stories and much more, click onto our Capital Markets channel online and read the full stories and the latest developments.